this is my home office. It's a spare bedroom, and I did a desk tour earlier this year showcasing my desk setup and how I work from home as a software engineer based in London. What I didn't show you in that video was the other side of that room. Part of the carpet was pulled out and just random bits of paint pots and tools were laying around. I also had some photo frames and picture ledgers on the side that I had not put up yet. Now to give some context, the background story is that we just moved into this house, we meaning myself and my girlfriend partner, and on our to-do list was to address the carpet. We wanted to remove the carpet ourselves to save a bit of extra money and then have the professional installers install the wood flooring. Now what we didn't anticipate was the long wait for the wood flooring because there were some issues with the wood supplier. Remember that bit of the news where that shipping container was stuck? Yeah, that had some impact on the stock issue as well. Oh, and that iMac? I have plans for this iMac. Maybe I'll make another video on that when I get around to addressing it. So before the new flooring could be installed, we needed to remove and dispose of the old carpet. It was a troublesome task nonetheless. Removing it all, you just don't realize how much carpet there is, including the underlay. The most difficult part was actually removing the carpet grippers. Those are those wooden strips with nails, and the disposal of it. We had to roll the carpet for easier handling and cut it into manageable size and take it all to the recycling centre. With the raw floorboards exposed, the next task was clearing out the other bits to get the space ready for the new floor to be installed. I had to clear away some of the picture frames, my iMac, which is actually my sister's old iMac, but again I'll leave that story for another time. I also had to clear out other bits such as the Ikea picture ledgers, the random mop, and an oscillating fan that I don't use that often. Then came the slightly tedious task of dismantling the desk setup. I wanted to clear the area so that when the installers came, I didn't have to worry about anything being damaged. That meant powering things off, putting the laptop away, and start the dismantling process. The monitor had to come out. I decided to take the laptop stand as well. All those cables attaching the monitor and the power, that was pulled out also. I couldn't leave my Bowers & Wilkins speakers either, so I decided to unplug them too. What remained was a pretty bare room, just the plain original floorboards, the desk. All that was left was for the new floor to be installed. Finally, the day arrived when the floor installers came to install the new floor. And just after the first day, it was already a huge improvement. The room was so much brighter, and I loved the appearance of the oak flooring. So the wood flooring here isn't solid hardwood panels. What we have here is engineered wood. Engineered wood generally tends to be cheaper than solid hardwood. It's also made up of a couple of layers, and it's less sensitive to contracting and expanding during certain weather conditions. Overall, I'm really pleased how it looks. I just love how the oak flooring has made the room so much warmer and brighter. After just 2 days, the flooring was complete. Now it wasn't just the whole 2 days that was spent in this room alone, we had other rooms in the house where the new flooring was being installed as well. And this is the finished look. Oh, and that large cable, yes, it's a cable for the satellite that is attached to the rear of the house, and I'm not 100% sure what to do with it yet, so we just asked the installers just to leave it exposed for now. But with the new flooring in place, I can start to move my desk back and plan for a more functional and inviting home office working space. I originally positioned the desk by the door, and whilst I was planning on moving it back there, I decided to take advantage of the empty room and experiment if there was another good position for the desk. I tried a few layouts, one which was facing the opposite wall of my original desk, so the door was behind me. The other was the opposite side of the window, and the only other option was facing the window. I found some positions were probably not that practical. For instance, the position of the window behind me wouldn't be a great idea, as I'd receive a lot of glare on the monitor whilst working during the day, and especially when I get bursts of sun through the window. I did like the position where the desk was facing the window. I had a nice view, but once I had the large monitor mounted on the desk, it would probably block a lot of light coming in, and that would be a shame. In the end, I decided to keep the same position for now, until I found a clever, ingenious hybrid solution. With the desk back to its original position, it was time to move things back. Now the desk and other bits are the same, not much has changed since my last desk setup video. A quick recap of my setup: this is my 20-inch Samsung 4K monitor, my Microsoft Surface Pro which I use daily for work, but for those times I'm not working I'll use my 15-inch MacBook Pro. I have a set of old Bowers & Wilkins speakers which are still sounding great to this day. As for my peripherals, I have the Logitech ergonomic mouse which I find really comfortable, and for the keyboard it's a new addition, and this is the Ducky 1-2 mechanical keyboard with red Cherry MX switches. I still have a bit of cable management to do yet, but I'm leaving that for a bit later. In terms of the chair, it's not a Herman Miller unfortunately. This is a Steelcase Think chair and it's pretty comfy so far. You can adjust the height of the armrests, angle them inwards and outwards. It has the standard height adjustable seat operation. And as a slight bonus, I managed to pick this up second-hand from a retailer that specializes in refurbishing and selling second-hand office furniture. And that's my setup so far. I have a few plans lined up, so stay tuned for that. I still have a lot of empty space and it does feel rather empty and also very, very echoey. Next on my list is to add some furniture to make the space more welcoming, and also add some areas where I can store some of my computer and camera equipment, as well as my life admin documents. Thanks for watching and stay tuned for the next video, and I'll catch you next time round.